modeling and colorism, definitely a thing.
And why do people think that plus-size women cannot find love?
You see, the problem with the body positive movement is the fact that change is a bad thing.
I need to know what Drake really meant by BBW.
Welcome to Curves Rock Happy Hour. It's me, the Chanel Nicole.
Hi, I'm Monet, etc.
Hi, it's Miss Diva Doll and our favorite bartender,
The Turn-Up Queen, Ayana.
Today, we have our special guest, Brittany, the CEO and founder of Dear Fat Girl.
Welcome.
Hey everyone, thanks for having me here today.
Hey, Brittany.
Hey! So, starting our Curvy Fashion Minute, we're talking about same bodies, different dress. Same bodies, different outfits. What do you ladies feel? Are there any rules about what you can and can't wear as a plus-size woman?
To me, it's no rules. Do your thing, do what works for you, do how you feel, like what you feel comfortable in, something you feel like you can express yourself with. I feel like if you do that, you'll always look good.
I have to agree with you. I think that you should be able to wear what you want. Now, I do think that some things you need to be appropriate with. Like sometimes you may need a Spanx.
Right.
You may need some compression shorts just to smooth some things. And I think that's for all women, not just us plus size women, but all women need to have some type of compression depending on what the event is, what the occasion is. And I just also feel like women who have the bigger breasts, sometimes the backless is not for us, so we have to be careful. We cannot wear the sneaky little backless bra. So I think that everything is a go. I just think everything has to be done tasteful. Like everything has to be done in taste.
Yeah, I agree. I think most things are appropriate. If anything should be censored, I would say that maybe you need a Spanx. So as you said, maybe you need something, an additional garment, or based on your size. But other than that,
and
wear
nipple
what
covers.
makes you feel good.
And nipple covers. Ladies always forget the nipple covers when they're going out. Because a lot of women, they have their, the nipples pierced. I mean, that's their prerogative. But people forget it so often when they're out, and that's the first thing you see, especially if it's cold in these venues. That's the first thing that you see, and you're like, oh, okay, well, surprise.
So what about when they don't wear bras? Do you think bra, no bra? Like if it's a tube top dress or something like that, do you think it's okay to go without a bra?
No, never.
Oh, really?
No, because this is the thing about people wearing what they want to wear. You get and empowerment is always good, but you get so confident in yourself, and then you just look a mess to me, to where your boobs are not, everybody can wear a bra. Everybody can't not wear a bra. I can't not wear a bra, and you're going to notice when I'm not wearing a bra, and I shouldn't notice whether you're wearing undergarments or not. That's the thing for me.
So we're going to get into that when we start talking about body positivity and family feuding. But next, we're going to go to internet buzz. So, on the internet, Instagram, Curves on a Budget. You guys follow her?
I definitely do. I'm a big fan.
Okay. So earlier this week, you sent me something that showed a picture of Curves on a Budget wearing this bronze velvet dress with I believe a jean jacket.
Yes.
It looked nice, right? And then someone was telling her that she shouldn't wear it. It was too tight. It was velvet. She doesn't have the right body for it. What do you guys think about that?
Y'all know how I feel about
she looked great.
velvet.
I love the outfit on her. It's terrible that people were, saying that she looked bad, because she looked great to me.
Is there ever a time you see something on the internet and you're like, really?
Now, I will say that for me, yes. And it's funny because, I feel like because we're trying to progress as a plus size movement, that people get upset if there's something that you don't like. Mm-hmm. Well, you cannot like something and still believe, positivity.
My biggest issue with it was the fact that she basically said, you can't wear that because you're plus size. So to me,
essentially,
to me, she can wear whatever she wants. Yeah, she's plus size, but she looked great in that dress. So her being plus size shouldn't mean, you can't wear that type of material. Why are you excluded from wearing different types of material because of your size?
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's not.
I mean, I also think that with social media, people love to troll. And there's people who like create accounts specifically, they search hashtags, and they are trolling. And I think that that's a reflective of like, that's their projection of themselves onto other people. And so I think I saw the comment, you know, you showed me the comment, I saw it, and I just thought that somebody is sad and miserable at home because they probably don't have the confidence to put it on. And I thought she looked tasteful in it. Like, she looked nice, she looked clean, smooth, like, it wasn't like there was things hanging over, her titties were nice, like, everything was appropriate to me. I thought she did that wonderful, and her clap back was a tasteful clap back. She didn't get upset, because I think oftentimes us in the industry, when we post on social media and people are on our pages, we become upset sometimes and have to realize that these people are like in their own world, they do this for a living. And so her clap back was tasteful, and it wasn't like, you know, aggressive, like, I look good, thanks.
Yeah, and that's and to me that's true confidence though. Because just because people are going to say things about you all the time, and the key in confidence is knowing that their comments does not affect you and how you live, and you know, more importantly, not paying your bills and all those type of things. When you're secure enough in yourself to say, okay, you don't like it, but I did. I'm not gonna lie, I do see some things sometimes I just don't like, you know, and I don't like it because of how it was worn or the lack of, you know, effort that it was put into it, the neatness of it. You know, with me, everything is neat, you know? And so sometimes it could be something that's really cute, but it's not neat. And so I just won't like it. And it could be on a smaller woman, but if it's still the same, it's not well put together, you know, I just don't like it. And then sometimes, you know, because the plus size movement, you know, we're into women empowerment. Like you said, sometimes it's like, did you say she couldn't wear? I didn't say she couldn't wear. You can wear whatever it is you choose, but I don't like it. So don't, you know, don't come for me because I said I just don't like it.
And the first time and it's so crazy with our community is because if you say you do not like something, especially when it's on a plus woman, it's like, oh, you're only saying it because I'm a big person. It's like, no, I don't think that you did that tastefully. And I think we combat each other and all of that, and I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about that when we talk about family feuding. But just because you say you don't like something doesn't necessarily mean I'm talking about I don't like it because you're a big woman, you're a fat woman, plus whatever it is that you identify as. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it because it's not my style, and I don't like it, point blank period.
You're allowed to have an opinion. You do not have to like everything. And I think that's a big thing. Like, people want you to like everything. It's not necessary. You can give somebody a negative criticism and still appreciate, like, okay, yes, you tried, but that's not for me.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like it's almost a taboo to be like empowering, but then have a negative opinion about something.
Exactly.
Like, I can't do it because I need to empower you, but your outfit is not cute.
I mean, from your standpoint, and everybody's, you know, everybody has their own opinion, right? And so that's the other thing. Bow Wow, Lil Bow Wow.
Little Bow
He said, someone said, you're missing out on a plus size woman, and he's like, am I? Laughing emoji, right? And we're like, first, Bow Wow, we don't want you.
Because you're a little Bow Wow.
Because you're a little Bow Wow for a reason. But second of all, most importantly, a lot of the women that men idolize, the ones that they like, oh, they're bomb, they look great, they look fine, like Serena Williams, Kim Kardashian, delicious. They are plus size women. And I hate to break it to you guys, but they are. If you look at their sizes, if you look at their body shape, if your behind is a 50, right, in the plus size store, you're looking at somewhere size 18, 20. So just because your waist is smaller doesn't mean you don't fit the plus size bill. Because when you get a dress, you're going to be in a plus size dress, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And so they have this ideal of what plus size look like. Right? And so then we get into this whole thing, with us as well as a community. We start saying, okay, well, she's not plus enough, or, you know, we want to see more. What about inclusion? You're going to size 22. Why can't you go to a 28? And so that's when we get into family feuding, and that is our topic for today. So let's get started talking about body positivity and family feuding. Nobody wins when a family feuds, guys.
Absolutely.
So what is...
This is good.
Let
me try. I like this.
Okay, bartender.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, that's really good.
Okay. So what is your definition of body positivity?
I guess for me, body positivity is just embracing yourself, embracing your curves, embracing what you look like, and understanding that you can wear what you want, and it shouldn't matter like how other people see you in the clothes, and just understanding that you're going to be different than other people, but still being satisfied with how you look. And I think that's kind of like a big thing. People aren't always satisfied with how they look. So to me, that's what it is.
Basically.
Yes, it's having self-confidence and not feeling like, okay, because I look this way, I have to change. Like, no, you're great how you are. So that's to me.
I definitely agree with that definition. A friend of mine just posted on social media about what was, asking her followers what was their definition of body positivity. And I classify myself as a body positive advocate. That's what I do with my brand. And so for me, body positivity is loving your body at whatever space and stage that it is in. And whether that looks like body positivity means loving yourself enough to know where you need to go, and that could be as far as health. Like, you love yourself enough to know that maybe I'm not healthy in this aspect, or maybe I need to do this. Like, it's about healthy lifestyle changes. It's about how good you look inside and outside, and it's just about loving yourself. It's about self-awareness and self-acceptance, and however that may look like for you. And so I think that it's really important for people to have that understanding, because people have so many crazy definitions of what it is and tell you that you can't do certain things. I know for myself, I started doing just workout, and that's just to be healthy and not to be small. People assume that when you start working out and eating healthy, it means that you want to be skinny. And I had a couple people say, well, you will no longer be Dear Fat Girl. And I'm like, no, I'm going to always be Dear Fat Girl, because my goal is not to become smaller in size. It's about having a health, and being active doesn't mean that I want to be small. It just means that I want to be active, a little bit more active. And when I do decide to have children, I'm healthy.
Yes,
in
that
aspect.
annoys me so much about the body positive movement, is the fact that you can't change anything. If you're 28 right now, you better stay at 28 forever, because if you change, then you can't represent that movement unless you're going bigger, maybe.
Exactly.
I've seen some arguments online about people saying, if you're dieting, we don't want to see you your little Weight Watchers meals. We don't want to see you exercising. They feel like it's offensive. Because you're trying to say that you're trying to change or get smaller. And I take body positivity to mean the logical sense, the literal sense. Body positivity, not negativity. So you saying to me, why are you posting that healthy meal, or why are you telling us that you're exercising, or why did you have weight loss? You're negative. You are a body negativity advocate. Sign yourself up. Because
body shaming and stuff.
Yes. You're not exempt from body shaming just because you're plus size. And that's the problem. The family feuding. We make one stride. So now we have size 16 models, and then you have the 20s, 22, 24 models. Like, oh, this is horrible. We need to see more. It's not inclusion. Well, listen, let's clap for the stride that we made, and then let's also, try to move for a next step. But don't, while you pulling up, put your foot on the neck of someone else, that's the, you get what I'm saying?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what about you,
I agree. I think that, you can change your body. Some people want to be healthy. That doesn't mean that they want to be skinny. Like you said, you can change your body. You can love your body. You can be confident, but you still need to be able to do what's best for you. So if your self-confidence lies in you being healthy, you being active, great. That's body positivity. But, I don't think that people should be shamed if they want to change their body, because, like you said, then you're being a negative person. So
I mean, and like you said, it's in the literal sense, it's body positivity, and whatever that looks like in a positive aspect. And I don't think there's anything wrong with people wanting to be healthy, and that's just, I just really think that's one of the biggest things on social media. Don't be a plus size person trying to eat healthy, lose weight. Don't do it, because the world will come after you, and they will crucify you because you're doing this. And it's that is not what I'm trying to do. I don't have to pig out on fast food and things and of that nature every day. That's the first thing that people love to say, oh, you're eating healthy. So am I not supposed to have a well-balanced meal? Am I not supposed to, eat this? Or am I not supposed to move? The ultimate goal is for us to have longevity with our life. Exactly. And we have to be healthy, point blank, period. We can be healthy at a plus size, we can be healthy at a straight size. It's about being healthy in general so that we can live long, fruitful lives, and that's it.
What about, we talked about positivity as far as a health aspect, but what about as a plastic surgery aspect of those, people who, they're positive, but they always want that extra oomph.
That is a great, that was really good.
That was
good.
I don't really have a problem with people who do surgery.
Right.
I don't. Even if it's weight loss surgery, I feel like it's their body. Let them do them. Let them do what they want to do. The only issue that I have is being true. Stand in your truth, right?
What do you mean by that?
So what I mean is, you know,
You
right
have
now,
that-
let's just say, I say, you know, I love myself. I love who I am.
Right.
I'm in a great place. I do want to lose weight.
Right.
And I'm going to. And I don't care, you know, what anyone has to say about it. You know, and that's my truth. I'm
Right.
standing in that truth. But then let's just say a couple months down the line, I lose 50 pounds. And then I go into this whole thing, and I'm like, oh, I was so unhappy. You know, I was dying. You know, and, you know, life was over for me, and I'm just so glad I lost 50 pounds. So what about what you just said 6 months ago?
Absolutely.
You know, for me, it would be, I look good then.
Right.
I was living then, and now I look good now. I'm living now. You know, who knows where the next journey in my life is going to take me. But don't lie to the people. If you're not happy now, you know, say, listen, guys, hey, you know, I'm not there yet. You know, I do dress up nice. You know, I like the clothes that I wear, but I really want to lose weight. I'm not happy with where I am.
Right.
Be honest.
Right.
You know, and that's
But what do you
my
think the
message.
backlash is going to be?
I don't care
So
about
if
the
you have a blogger or someone who says that, you know,
I care.
you think they're going to get a bad backlash
I mean,
from that?
when
They're
you're-
saying, you know, listen, I don't like my size. I know I'm a plus blogger. I know I'm.
Well, you built your whole
everyone
life on
likes
a
me,
lie. Who are you living for? Are you living for you, or are you living for these followers?
It's really all about walking
Because
in
you're
your
gonna,
truth.
it will come to light.
It will.
Yeah, sometimes they come out later. Like, they'll come out later and be like, you know, I was really unhappy. I didn't like my size. You know, now I feel like I can tell you. But
And they be like,
now
we were
it's
all
like,
rooting for you.
Exactly.
Honestly,
Why you
when
cheating
you
now?
think about the industry, there are some people who are plus size for the coin. And then when they get to a certain aspect and they realize that they can drop, you know, do whatever it is that they desire, they will start doing that. And they've sold these false hopes and false dreams when all you had to do is be transparent in yourself. There's a young lady who was a blogger. She's from Brooklyn, New York. Her name is Joey Fulani. She's on like social media.
Okay.
She's very popular and she's always been big in plus size, you know, in the plus size thing, fashion. She's so fashionable. But she always talked about her journey and how she always felt like she wanted to make that change. And she's always been transparent. She recently got the weight loss surgery, which she's very open about. And she's lost tremendous amount of weight. But she's always been transparent in her truth. Like, listen, I've always wanted to lose some weight. I've always wanted to be that way. And her followers, the plus community that do follow her, and then other people are like, thank you. Thank you for that honesty, because so many people are shunned and shamed. And you talked about the truth. And I think that with plastic surgery, like you said, Ayana, I'm okay with whatever it is that you want to do with it. But also body positivity is like I said, self-awareness and accepting yourself and loving yourself. There's so many people who are getting these body augmentations and they still don't love themselves. Like for Dear Fat Girl, I always say fat is not always physical. Sometimes it's a mindset. And if you don't get that mindset together, it doesn't matter what you do to your body. You may always carry around that little fat girl that lives inside of you. And that's so important for people to really carry on. So do what you want. Go ahead and get your augmentations, however you want to do it. But don't lie to your people and pretend that you got that body in the gym when you went and got surgery.
Well,
like,
that's
selling
a
the
whole
skinny
nother
jeans like that.
story.
And I grind my gears.
Yeah, people do that, and they won't say, you know, they will take all these pictures in the gym, in front of the gym, working out every day, and they know for darn sure. They know for sure that they hadn't did it.
on the low.
Here's my tea. Tea talks like what?
My biggest thing is, like, I feel like surgery is for people who want it. You know what I mean? That, to me, getting surgery doesn't mean you're not body positive. It means that maybe there's something, for whatever reason, you choose to change. You know, it could be, I want to get, you know, a breast reduction or something like that. It could be, I mean, some people want bigger butts. I mean, let's be real. Like, people want attention, so they're getting, you know, bigger butts or whatever. So I feel like do what makes you happy, but embrace it. Don't feel like you have to lie about it. Whether it's, I'm going to the gym. No, you got a tummy tuck. It's okay. You can tell people that. You know what I mean? Like, let's not pretend that we're something that we're not. But if you were unhappy with something, it's nothing wrong with being honest and sharing it.
Because as soon as you see, I'm not gonna lie, soon as someone posts a picture, right? All you see in the comments are, what did you do? That's what did you do? You know?
And they're lying. Talking about, oh, I went to the gym for this regimen.
And so now you have people all over the world like, oh, she can do it, I can do it. It's great for inspiration. But it's not the truth.
And come up with fitness tapes to prove that they did this weight loss. Oh my God.
That is crazy. And I'm just like, you know, you have to be real about what's going on, because here's the thing. You're not going to please everybody. People are going to love you. Some are going to hate you. And the people who are for you are going to stick with you. They're going to follow along with you. The people who aren't for you, they're not for you. So why are you spending your time trying to grasp their attention? Because when the truth comes out, because eventually you will feel it's going to be a part of your star story, and you're going to tell what exactly happened, or people know within like the industry, such and such. She didn't work out. She did just get a surgery. People are going to talk, and so even if you think that you fooled everyone, there are a huge number of people somewhere that already know the truth
and who's waiting for you. Like, sis, I've been waiting this whole time.
And so
and will body shame you for it. They will shame you for it. Like, she got surgery. Don't listen to her. She doesn't know what she's talking about. So, I mean, to me, it's just better to be honest.
And you still have to keep those things up.
Absolutely. You can't just get a surgery and then think it doesn't work that way. Especially when you're doing like a fat transfer. A lot of women, they like do fat transfers from like their stomach, put it in their butt, their hips, or however. Like, you do realize that is fat from your body, and if you do not keep that up, you can gain that weight back right where you thought you were taking it from. So
even with weight loss,
will tell you that.
Even weight loss surgery, if they remove a part of your stomach or whatever the case may be, you still have to eat correctly. You still have to exercise in order to meet your goals. So it's not like it's some magic type of thing. It still requires some form of discipline, in order to keep it, in order to maintain it, or whatever the case may be. And so, the main thing that I think is important for us to continue to discuss is nobody wins when a family feuds. We're all cousins. If you got sister, you got your sister friends. Your sister friends, they're in your same weight class, so they know exactly what you're talking about. Then you got your cousins. They're not in your weight class, but they know because they suffer with some of the issues. Then you got your distant cousins because they used to be in your weight class, but now they're not. But we all understand. And so for the goal of forward movement, forward motion, and trying to get us all on one page and make those small steps for the world to understand that they're not going to keep on playing with us like this, we got to come together.
We do.
Right? Cheers to coming together.
Hey, ladies.
Yes. This drink is really good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching Curves Rock Happy Hour. Make sure you follow us on YouTube and join in on the discussion. Nobody wins when a family feuds.